Hello everyone, how have you been? And I hope you're doing great. It's a wonderful time of the year, and I hope you watched the last video I posted on the 25th, which is Christmas Day. If you haven't, so there's a link either up here or up here. You could click it and watch it, and I know you're definitely going to enjoy it. And if you're not watching on YouTube, either before the video or after the video, definitely you will get a link that will lead you to the video. So yeah, to the video or to the content I have for you today. Someone said this year, and actually these two posts I'm about to read to you are similar, but they are in different words. Maybe this year is not a year of establishing new things, but counting the established things. And another person said in another words, I thought 2020 would be the year I got everything I wanted. Now I know 2020 is the year I appreciate everything I have. And these posts were actually written or posted towards the end of this year. And to me personally, this year is the best thing that has ever happened to humanity. And that might sound a little bit controversial to you, but yeah, I mean it. This year is the best thing that has ever happened to humanity. And you'll be wondering, why would they have said that? Could it be that he won $1 million or euros or something? No, I didn't. Then why could I be saying that, considering the fact that we started the year with the Australian wildfire, and we saw how people were praying to God, depending on God just for rain so that the fire could just be quenched. Then we moved on to coronavirus, which we battled right from the ending of last year up to now, and there's still no end and there's no visible thing. But looking at these things that I've just mentioned, the wildfire has helped us and helped people to rely on God, praying for God for rain, praying for God, knowing that it's only God that could bring rain down and not even any scientific man. And looking at the pandemic issue, pandemic has helped people to rely on God. It has helped everybody to value the importance of life. It has helped many people, even though it has affected millions, it has affected economy, it has affected a lot of families, it has affected a lot of people with food, and it has affected a lot of people with some financial things. But amidst all, there's still something there that we can learn. So going from the Australian wildfire, going from the pandemic, we know about the Black Lives Matter that happened in America that led to a lot of chaos. And for those that are Nigerians, we all know about the protests and everything that has happened. And aside that, maybe you have had some personal problems. Maybe it's be your relationship, may it be your academic, may it be your family, may it be from anything, I don't know. But we all have faced one or two things. Then possibly, why should I still be saying 2020 is still the best year that could have ever happened to humanity? Australian wildfire has taught man to depend on God for rain, and it has taught man to be dependent generally. So come to think about the corona of its own, corona has actually helped us as humans to see the frailty of life. It has helped humans to act as humans, irrespective of race, irrespective of your country, irrespective of where you're from. Personally, I can tell you I received a lot of food, and I can't count from different directions I received help during the corona time, from the people I know, from the people I didn't know. And there's a lot of services that really, that was really seen all around everywhere. And this is not just about where I am alone, but all around the world. So coronavirus is something that it has helped people, and people were there just to help one another. And that's just by the material things that I could talk of. Then thinking of the spiritual aspect of it, during this corona period, a lot of people give their life to Christ. The gospel has been spread to places where people can't even go. a lot of places have received the word of God during this corona, just because of the rise of internet that came up during this corona period. And aside that, a lot of people have received mantles for service. God has impacted different lives and many more. So there's a lot of blessings that has happened this year, just to countless, or is it just to talk about a lot of secrets that came out as a result of the Black Lives Matter, the truth coming out of it, or is it as a result of the protest in Nigeria, how people are being exposed? Don't get me wrong, I don't say that all these things are good in itself. Yes, they are bad, but there's a lot of good things that has happened, and that's why I say 2020 is the best thing that has happened to humanity. So I don't know what you have been through this year, but I just like to end this on this note on what I've summed the whole year to be. In whole, it may all seem as if a lot of people died and a lot of financial and economic crisis, and it seems a lot of bad things has happened, but it's all worth it to give thanks to God, because our lives is all anchored on Him. And there's a lot of testimonies that has been wrapped up in everything. You can bear me testimony. You watching me now, you're not dead. Your families, none of them are dead as a result of the virus. And you hear the news every day, the cases rising, but you are protected, your families are protected, yourself are protected, and we all owe it to God, because once again, maybe this year is not the year for acquiring the new great heights as planned, but we can always celebrate and acknowledge God for everything which we've been able to achieve through Him. So 2020, even though it may seem bad, even though it may seem challenging, but personally I've grown, and I know definitely you have learned a lot of things. So you can hold on to the lessons you've learned in this year and just make it a point, make it a stepping stone and not a hindering stone to step higher in 2021. So God bless you, remain blessed, and this is the last video for the year, so I wish you a very prosperous year, and I'll see you next year. Goodbye, take care.